Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 26 of Darwell20's Let's Play Create Above and Beyond series, where we are well on our way to automation. So between episodes I left you guys a little bit of a cliffhanger. How am I going to handle magenta paintballs coming off the side of this belt here? What I decided to do is exactly what you can see here. I'm sucking magenta paintballs out with a void upgrade. So the plan is thus. We don't want the magenta paintballs to ever make their way into this chest. So in the event that a magenta paintball is produced and everything is backstuffed, I'd like it to be voided rather than turning it into a black paintball and then getting voided, right? So by putting a void chest here, what I'm doing is we're sucking them out, and then I have added a extraction module here to pull the magenta paintballs out and over to this paintball chest. And remember, we blacklisted magenta paintballs, so they're not allowed into here. So the gist is we still back stuff. We will just void magenta paintballs only if we're producing more magenta paintballs from here than we can handle. Okay? So the gist is we are in good shape. Now, today's episode, I would like to get up and running with the next parts of this chapter, because we're actually surprisingly close to where we want to be, which is the chromatic compound turns into the refined radiance, right? But we need it to absorb light in order for that to happen. Then that thing needs to be pressed into a radiant sheet, which will then be crafted into a mechanical crafter making radiant induction coils, which will then be finally used to make our induction mechanisms, along with a chromatic resonator, which requires sapphire and rubies. We have some of which back home. And then we're also going to finally need our Invar machine, which, as you may recall, I never did get around to automating an Invar, but we will probably figure something out at some point. Okay? So we'll automate Invar, maybe in the sloppyish way that we automated brass over there, maybe not. Well, we'll find out. But for today, let's do the thing with the stuffs, shall we? So what I'm thinking is we just real quick to the side, down, down, to the side. That looks cool. And we could probably brass item pipe you, boop, 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 and boop. And remember, let's make sure that you are not a valid insert point. So that should be cool. So if we do that, what we should now get is a drawer ready to accept what we want it to accept. So if I just were to that, now are you going to have the backstuffing problem that you normally have? Probably. But everything should be running again now, which is cool. And then you guys just need some gearworks to make this all kinds of groovy. Yeah? So what I might just do... Hey! Stop that. See, this is what I was worried about. Can we not? Please. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. We might want to make the filter modules for these to filter one at a time. I'm probably going to have to do that. I mean, alternatively, I think medium tier prevents oversending. But low tier does not prevent oversending, which is, in my opinion, not a great thing. I don't like that. I'm personally, my opinion, I'm not a fan of, oh, now you have to deal with items spilling on the ground because you have low tier. I guess it makes sense in, like, the regular mod, probably because these are not that hard to make. But in this pack, it makes it extra annoying. So anyway, I would like one at a time, please. One, and one. Okay? So now you guys should be behaving yourself a little bit better. And we just need to get you some gear time. Okay, let's put our sword back. Let's do this, and let's do this. Does that work? I think that works. Ta-da! Chromatic compounds! Sweet. And I'm going to lock you now. Not that it really super matters, but, I mean, it doesn't hurt. Right, and now no more overspilling, which is good. And then what we should wind up having happen is we will drain all our paintballs here. One way or another, hopefully. Yeah, buddy. That's cool. How's my stress doing, by the way? Because I have added a lot of contraptions. But the windmills are, like, the best by far. Yeah, see, we have plenty of stress capacity left. If I made this go any faster, then we might have a problem with stress capacity. But as it sits right now, we're fine. Cool. Look at this whole contraption. Dire is a mess. Can we just, you know, categorically say that? I'm sure we can. I'm sure that's a fair assessment, right? So we're starting to clear out the backstuffing of this. This guy is going to eventually clear out too. This thing is now empty. That's a good sign. I think this is cool. And these guys do stack, by the way, the chromatic compounds. So that's awesome, actually. I might speed this up a little bit. We'll see. You know, it might not be the worst idea in the world to speed them up a little bit. Just to make the crafting happen a little bit quicker. I might actually do that right now. Can we do that right now? Let's get some of this and some of this. And you know what I can do? We could probably just do this and this. And then that. And then give you a redstone signal. I mean, right? Kind of cool. I like that plan. I feel like that works pretty well. Okay. So, yeah, we've got chromatic compounds. Now, today's episode, we're definitely going to have to focus on, now that this is complete, and I can snag one just to prove to the quest line that it is, in fact, automated, we're going to need to do Let There Be Light. The production of refined radiance requires either a steady supply of light-emitting blocks or an active beacon beam. Choose which path you would like to take and provide necessary preparation/automation. Cool. And then throwing flash. When dropped as an item, chromatic compound will absorb light around itself and eventually turn into refined radiance. Choose one of three approaches. 1. Auto-placing light-emitting blocks near the dropped compound items. Blocks need line of sight to the item. 2. Supplying light-emitting blocks as items on nearby depots and belts. Blocks need line of sight to item. 3. Throwing the compound into a beacon beam for free and instant conversion. So if I get a beacon, this is a lot cheaper and easier and free, but also requires going on, you know, wither, which I may or may not be prepared to do. I could always try. Could be a mess. Could be a mess. Could be hilarious. Should probably have to head into the Nether and get some skulls, but we could probably knock that out. Or option 2, we could automate torches, right? So let's see. Torches or glowstone are the only 2 light-emitting blocks that I really know about. So we can campfire cook sticks into torches, for the record. And that's about it. Alternatively, we can get glowstone. Is there like an automated-y way to get glowstone? Prismarine, luminous crystals, okay. We could mill luminous. Potion of night vision over cinderflower makes glowstone? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Seems way too complicated. So let's see what happens if we place torches around this guy. So I want to see how many torches are required to make this work. And we may go the beacon route. I'm going to be honest with you, the beacon route sounds kind of cool. No lie there. That might be a cool way to go. That might be a cool way to go. I mean, I feel like I could take on a wither. Right? By the way, how do I get from Tinker's the chest plate? Because this guy can have the same upgrades, right? You just need Manyullyn ingots? I think I could make those, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's a whole slew of armor that I could equip here from Tinker's. All Manyullyn based. And would allow me to have like the speedy upgrades and the looting upgrades and all that. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I wish I could take the upgrades off my existing armor. And I don't want to lose my engineer's goggles, but also, you know, we'll see. Hey, look, we cleared out all our paintballs. Nice. Paintball's empty now. Cool. I do want to test this whole process real quick. So what I'm going to do, grab 3 of you. Grab 3 of you. And that should be cool. Alright, so this whole thing should work out pretty smoothly right now. And what we should wind up at the end is more chromatic compounds. Now, they only stack up to 16, but that's not a big deal. While that's happening, I'm going to... I think it's 8 light sources, but that might be glowstone. So let's see what happens. See, he eats them. I want to say it's 8. See the whole process working, by the way? I love it. I love it. I love when an automation plan comes together. Oh my goodness, hello, I forgot you fly. Is it 4 torches? It might be 4 torches then. Is it always 4 torches? Would be my follow-up question. I don't think it's because it's daytime, by the way. I think 4 torches might be the answer. Look at it go! I love it. And the whole system will eventually back stuff, by the way. So it's either place torches, which we can get with campfire cooking and sticks, or, yeah, it looks like 4 torches, because look, there's a little progress bar on the top there, which is kind of neat. You can see it. Okay. And then we could have the deployers place the torches, or we can set up an active beacon beam, and the beacon will automatically, like, instantly convert it, and not only would it be instant, but also it would be every time. So that's a thing that we might want to try. Might want to try. Hello. We did it. Nice. All right, cool. Look at that. And oh, there's radiant casings. Neat. That is used for nothing. Good to know. There's also the Wand of Symmetry, which is a neat block placing mechanic, I believe. So we can use it to make those. But most importantly, we're going to be using these for radiant sheets, which will eventually be used for the next mechanic. So should we try a wither fight? Maybe. Maybe. We could see. I'm just going to lock this drawer and be ready. So let me do this. Let me put away all my junk. Pick up my dude. We're gonna call this piece of the build complete, which, my opinion, is super cool. All right. Let me look into making the Manyullyn armor set. How much do we... I think we have like 8 of these. So you guys can smelt into 2 ingots. And then 1 ingot becomes 4 ingots of Manyullyn. So that's 8 ingots per ancient debris, right? Am I mathing that correctly? So I should have plenty to make a full set of plate armor here, right? Plenty. Plenty. Let me just make sure. So you have 1 armor. You're going to have 2 armor and 2 armor toughness. You're going to have 5 and 2 versus 4. You're going to have 7 and 2 versus 5. And you're going to have 2 and 2 versus nothing. So I feel like making Manyullyn armor might be cool. Refresh my memory on how it's literally just crafted with Manyullyn ingots and a few chains, which is easy enough to make manually. So I think we go about this. My plan now, and tell me what you guys think of this whole plan. I would like to get a Manyullyn armor set. Okay. Then I would like to... Just putting away all my junk here. Kill a wither. Get a nether star, right? I'm assuming there's no better way to get another star. Not really. Short of alkahestry tomes. Kill a wither, get a wither star, add another star, and then have a beacon beam, and that would be cool. Yeah? I'm down with that plan. And then that would make the creation of the radiant essence a lot faster and less effort, right? Alternatively, I would have to automate the creation of torches and the placement of torches in the world, and then it's going to be like, apparently 10 to 20 seconds for the chromatic thing to make. So I'd like to see it happen instantly. So let's start with some armor today. In total, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, what's this stuff called? Plate? Gear? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 18. So basically 2 blocks. Yeah, okay. Now we get 8 per. So if we did 3, 8, 16, 24. And then, let's just real quick math the equivalency of... So then we need 3 ingots per one of these. And when you melt, you double as well, right? So that many? And that should be perfect Manyullyn. Now, speaking of Manyullyn, how good... Oh, right, you're probably going to need the blaze thing. The blaze thing. Yeah, I forgot about the blaze thing. You're going to need that stuff. Right. Right. Isn't there an upgrade for my sword? Tool can pick up liquid or place it when crouching. Not exactly what I'm thinking. There's one where it'll collect melts attacked entities and items dropped. Maybe? Maybe that's what we want? And that's a modifier, requires 1 ability slot. I think that might be what I want. Fluid containing weapon spills onto attacked or when attacked for armor causing effects based on the fluid. No, I don't want that. What I'm thinking is... we could use this instead of doing the capture thing. Yeah, I think that would work. Alright, so, got myself a new Nahuatl sword. Gonna do this, 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 and this, and that should get melting, which will apparently melts attacked entities and items dropped. Okay. So that's cool. Hopefully that means, I'm hoping, I don't know, I've never tested this, but that's, you know, fun. Or... seared fuel tank? Yeah, I can pull that off. I might have exactly enough of these things, but it'll work. Oh, actually I need 8. Seared fuel ingot tank? Yeah, how about this one? Seared iron. Yeah, that should work. Alright, we put this on the sword. And now you've got a tank in you? So does that mean, like, if I kill blazes with this sword? That's the question. I honestly don't know. But we're gonna go find out, right? Alright, now he's out of upgrades, but we've got tank and melting and sharper, and that's good enough for now. Alright, so we're going to kill blazes with this sword, and we're going to hope that that means that it'll fill up with the liquid that I need from blazes to melt the stuff, right? I think, right? So if we were to look at... you come from this, that, blazing blood... We could also throw blaze rods into the melter, by the way. Or blazes themselves, right? So, or blaze heads. Okay, so those are ways to get it. I'm just curious if this is what this upgrade does. I don't know. Worst case, I'll just kill a bunch of blazes with my normal sword, get some blaze rods, and then, you know, call it a day. Now, did I bring enough food with me? I absolutely did not. So I'll come back in a minute. What I'm going to do is make sure I'm actually prepared for this battle. Battle's a strong word. I'm going to make sure that I'm actually prepared for this. And while I'm there, I'm also going to kill some wither skeletons with my normal sword. Hopefully get enough heads. There is a beheading upgrade, isn't there? isn't there? Severing is the upgrade. Severing modifier with a max of 5 is what it can have. It requires an upgrade slot to apply. Do I have upgrade slots on this thing? I assume not, but maybe I could fit one on there. I may have already applied... You know what I could probably do? I bet I could do this. Hold on. If I got a book... Okay. Which just needs... canvas might be the way to go. If I have any more of that rice stuff. I may not. I think I've used it all. Yeah. So I'll just use leather. Why not? Who cares? It'll be fine. 3 of you. We do have a cow farm, so I'm not going to lose sleep over using a little bit of leather. And then I think we've got an ink sac, and we should have a feather. Cool. So if I made myself a book, made it a book and quill, and then put you on here, that makes it writable, which gives me an extra upgrade slot, which I can then use for beheading or whatever it's called. And then that'll give me a better chance. So that's going to be copper, TNT, which I have automated, and some necrotic bones. How am I for necrotic bones? I have 4. So let me go get a couple TNTs, which are automated already, which is cool. And a couple copper ingots. And that should be cool. And then maybe we'll have just a better chance of getting head drops from our normal sword. Cool? I like this. I like this plan. It's a good plan. Severing 1. Need at least 1 upgrade slot to add this modifier. Brutal. Brutal. Let me see if there's anything else I can put on here to give me another upgrade slot. What do I have available, by the way? Nothing really. All right, let me just see if there's a way I can sneak another upgrade slot on there. If I can't, I'm not going to worry too much about it. If I had a music disc, I could do it. Are any of these craftable in this pack? Nope. Recapitated gives me an upgrade, and so does Resurrected. I like Recapitated because it means I just need some kind of mob head. Do we have any mob heads? We may not. Ooh. Yeah, I thought I might have had one by now. Bad luck, Dyer. Bad luck, Dyer. Alright, just prepping some potatoes, and then we're off to the Nether. I decided that there are no upgrades that I want to apply. Well, none that I can. If I had a skull of some kind or a head, I could do it, but I don't, so we'll just wait. Maybe I'll get another beheading on this guy at some point in the future, but 1 severing is enough for me. That should work. So I want to, hopefully the severing and the looting that I have in my armor and whatnot is enough to get me some wither skeleton skulls without too much farming. Now the Nether Fortress is up in this direction here, so let's head over there, and then we're going to see if the blaze thing works the way I think it does. Because that's really my first question, is does the blaze thing work the way I think it does? And then question number 2 is going to be, can I get some wither skeleton heads? Because that would be nice. Okay. Rude. Oh, hello. Speaking of rude. That's right, buddy. Okay. Well, I got no drops from them? How? Alright. So now we just have to find some blazes. I don't know that I ever found a blaze spawner, by the way. I'm just going to lead my way to the exit there. I don't know that I ever found a blaze spawner, believe it or not. I looked around in this place for a little while, but I didn't go too crazy exploring it. A little bit. I think I mostly did it off camera. So yeah, remember this place. Hey, look, blazes. So let's try killing them. Now, did I get... There's something in there. I have no idea what. It's cool, though, right? Can we see what's in there? 260 millibuckets of blazing blood. Tank capacity, 2448. Okay, cool. So that does work the way I thought it would. That's cool. I like it. All right. So I'm going to kill some blazes. I'm going to kill some wither skeletons with this sword, blazes with this sword, and we will be right back. Cool? Cool. Wither skeleton. Booyah. Well, no head, but just wanted to point out that I was getting one. See, there's some blazes up there. I don't know if there's a blaze spawner up there. I don't really see one. That doesn't look like a traditional blaze spawner location, but yeah, I still have some exploring to do. More wither skeletons. Got them, but they might have gotten me. We'll see. Am I going to survive this? I think I will, actually. Yeah, I live. But no heads. Come on. I think that's a mob spawner up there. That looks like a mob spawner. That might be a mob spawner up there. Hang on. How do I get to it is the question. I might have to build a path up to it. Because that looks like your traditional mob spawner, right? Let's just take a peek real quick and see if I'm right. Yeah, that's 100% a mob spawner, right? Oh boy, that's gonna hurt if I die here. Oh, I totally died here. Luckily, I had a pretty good idea of where I was at. There we go. Alright, so now we know that that's, you know, what we're looking for, so that's kind of cool. We'll have to see about... I think I'm going to set up a little farm up there. That might not be a bad move, right? Just going to see if there's a better way to reach it. I'm thinking not, though. Hey, what's up, buddy? I would like your head. Still no luck. Brutal. Alright, let me get a path up to that area there, and then I can also remove you. Yeah, we'll set up a little blaze farm up here, which shouldn't be too bad. Should be fine. I'm still gonna die again, aren't I? Hello, friends. Alright, now let's see if I can kind of do a little bit of a entrapment thing for them. Now I might need... Oh, excuse me, sir. Let's get some more netherrack real fast. Cool. Then we can build this out with netherrack. You know, Dyer's not a master at building these kinds of things, but... And usually I have some gadgets to help me out. Oops. Don't have my good sword on me. Where is he? There he is. I should go eat. Back in a minute once I finish this part. This will be boring to watch, right? This'll do, right? Yeah, I feel like this'll do. Gets the job done. As long as it's, you know, relatively secured. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, gonna fill up on some of this stuff. It's hold shift to see where we're at. So we're about halfway full. So gonna just kill a few more of these dudes and then on to fighting or hunting for wither skeletons, which might be a little bit trickier, but we'll see. And don't forget, you can totally tick accelerate spawners. So one of my next questions is, what happens when the sword's internal tank fills up? Because we're getting close to that. Will items start dropping again, or will it just void the items and the liquid? Guess we'll find out. Ow! Excuse me, sir. Alright, I think we're pretty close here. Ow. Ow. This might be full now? 2448. Okay, cool. So now the question is, does it start dropping items, or does it just void the item and continue to void the liquid? I guess we'll find out in a second, when one more blaze spawns. I'll probably want to kill 2 or 3 just to be sure, unless I get, you know, a blaze. I have a blaze rod on me, though. I already have a blaze rod on me, though. Come on, buddy. Oh, yep, nope, he doesn't void items anymore. So once his internal tank is full, he no longer voids items. That's kind of cool to know, right? Now, this has luck on it, so I'm gonna, you know, kill a few more of these guys with luck. Oh, yay, beheading. Got me a blaze head. And better make sure I eat. Alright, back in a few once I farm myself a handful of blaze rods. They're nice to have. It'll be good. It'll be good to have them. Alright, that's enough blaze hunting for me. I'm gonna kill some wither skeletons now and hopefully get a head. Or 3. One of my biggest pet peeves is having to run around hoping for RNG. Waiting for those wither skeletons to spawn. Hey look, another blaze spawner. Sweet. But also not necessary. So, what I might do... Hey, there's some wither skeletons. Let me kill the blaze first, though, because he's going to be annoying. Gotcha. I see another blaze, like, way off in the distance. So gonna die. I survived somehow! But still no head. Rip. Alright. Oh no, it's what in the world is that? Is that a basal's from Thermal? I think it is. So what I'm going to do is just wrap up the episode here. I'm going to spend some time between episodes hunting for wither skeletons. I will get at least 3 skulls. We'll come back next episode. We will use the stuff that I got. Hey, my first head. Nice. Spooky, scary skeleton. Loving it. First one down, 2 to go. We'll use this stuff to melt down the stuff in my Tinker Smeltery. Then we'll make ourselves some Manyullyn armor. Then we'll fight a wither. And then we'll get another star. And then we'll use the Nether star to make a beacon so that we can make the chromatic stuff. And then hopefully by the end of next episode, we should be ready to make the new machines that we want to make. That would be super cool. Alright, for now, Adults, when I sign off, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.